These are 10 Fortnite tips that I wish I knew sooner. Watch until the end for a free PDF, which will have all these 20 tips summarized, ensuring you can stick to them. First and foremost, you must learn how to disengage. Whenever players want to learn how to fight, they only think about the aspect of the attacking part, but they rarely ever think about the defense aspect or the disengaging aspect of it. Running away from a fight does not at all mean you are scared, but you might perceive it that way. All you have to do is change this perception in your mind so that you view disengaging as a mean to you winning the fight in the end. You still get the last laugh. Disengaging is good and all, but most people have the wrong idea of it. Learning to disengage doesn't at all mean that you keep running away from every single fight. You only disengage when necessary, only when you have a big disadvantage if you take the fight. Generally, you want to put yourself in more stressful or challenging situations so you can learn. Learn to adapt, because if you truly think about it, learning is changing, and the only way to learn new things or to improve on the older ones is to put yourself in situations where that happens. Think of yourself as a diamond. You have the potential in you, but you just haven't been in enough pressure to be forged perfectly. Another thing I want to touch on is the way you practice. You need to practice smart, not just hard. For example, I would rather have you play Zone Wars for 30 minutes rather than free building for 30 minutes. I'd rather have you 1 versus 1, someone equal or way better than you in skill than someone who is 60 to 70% as good as you. The more variety of players you 1v1, the more variety of situations you will end up in, and if you want to, the more you will adapt and learn from those situations. If you watch the gameplay of pros, either via streams or YouTube videos, make sure to enjoy their content in a smart way. Instead of just watching the gameplay of pros and being amazed at how good they are or how smart they edit, try to watch their gameplay to learn. Analyze their mechanics to see what edit they make in which situation and how that benefited them, or what certain peak they used, or even how they disengage or fight defensively when they are on a disadvantage. For example, I have realized that almost every pro doesn't just disengage a 100% even when they are disengaging. They look for baits and openings to get a shot in on the enemy. Now they do this in the safest way possible without putting themselves in too much risk. A very important factor of your improvement journey is your setup. Upgrading your setup can directly help improve your gameplay. Here is a list of all the upgrades I think you need to improve your gameplay. Ranked from best to least best. You could screenshot this or just get the PDF in the end of the video and have it saved. A very overlooked factor when starting your gaming session is the factor of warming up. I know this might seem boring and all, but you have to make sure you at least give it 5 to 10 minutes before starting playing actual ranked or tournaments. Some players might think, I'll warm up while playing, but it isn't just about the physical aspect of it. It's more about the mental aspect of it. Skipping your warm-up can result to you losing your initial few games, which builds a bad or a negative base for your future games. Basically, you not warming up sabotages yourself. I mean, almost all the pros warm up in the start of their stream. Why can't you? Next, you must be confident while playing. You should feel like you are the best player, best fighter that is in the game. If you want to improve, you must have that mindset. Now, I don't mean put yourself in a delusion of being the best player when you play like this. The only way you can truly be a 100% confident in your abilities is when you have already experienced not hundreds of, but thousands, if not more, than 10,000 fights. This quote by my man Mosey sums this tip up pretty good. The next thing you should hammer into your muscle memory is to always try to have the right-hand peak in every situation you are in. This is literally the easiest advantage you can have over your enemy in any situation. If you want to make a window edit, make it more from the left than the right. If you are taking someone's wall, take it more from the left side. If you got boxed, still try to prefer the right-hand peak to increase your chances of fighting back. This tip is a very important one, yet a very simple one to put in practice, which is to stop changing your settings. There are players who literally change their settings with every new settings video they see on YouTube. Anyways, here is my settings on controller. Fight the urge to not change your settings. Comment down below if you stuck with your own settings. Now, I'm not discouraging you to ever change your settings, just not every few weeks. At least give your settings a season. Usually I have seen it isn't the settings that are the problem, but rather the player. The last tip is to not rely on hot drops. A lot of players, when advised to fight more, automatically start thinking they have to fight way more in the beginning of the match, which is not at all the case. If you keep landing on hot drops and you end up getting to endgame only 2 out of 10 games, then something is fundamentally wrong with the way you're playing. You don't have to drop at the hottest drop. In the end, Fortnite is a survival game where even someone with 1 kill could technically win the whole match, while someone with 10 kills loses on 40th place. Learn to recognize your skill level and adapt your drops accordingly. Subscribe if this video gave you any value, and consider checking out my Fortnite maps. The code to the PDF is 1242.